So this woman here, she's actually a cloud engineer. Now how do I know that? Because she's minted. Look at all this money she has. Anyway, my name's Luke at Cloud Consultant, and today we're going to talk about why do cloud engineers make so much money. Now I don't mean so much money that they're super rich. I just mean that if you check like compared to a software engineer, cloud engineers are making like 10 to 20k more depending on the level. The kind of general trajectory is that you start at like 35 and then you kind of increase by 10 at a time until you get like a lead position, which may be around 70. Now for a software engineer, they can start away down at like 25, right? But you're not going to get that for a cloud engineer. Why? Well, the scope of what a cloud engineer and a software engineer do, the scope for each of them is actually really big. So like a software engineer can do a variety of stuff from like doing multi-thread systems using Java on some financial application, right through to just like essentially a web developer, which I'm not downgrading web developers, but like entry-level web development isn't very knowledge intensive relative to multi-threads and Java, blah blah blah, right? Cloud engineer, similar kind of thing of spread such that you get people who can focus just on a couple of things, like pretty much just like Terraform, which is infrastructure as code, all the way through to people who are leveraging infrastructure as code for Kubernetes deployments, also leveraging Ansible and pipelines, etc. So the scope is pretty wide. However, the entry level point to become a software engineer is actually much smaller than a cloud engineer. So if we look at cloud engineering jobs, you can see they're like here like 40 to 60, 45 to 53, 40 to 50 here, blah blah blah, right? But if we read the descriptions of these jobs, like look at the stuff here that you need to know. Like it's mental what they ask for, just for like, not just, but for a solid mid-level, they're like, you need to know all of this or be aware of it. And if we can see just like buzzwords, so AWS, blah blah blah, computer science degree, you need to know strong cloud computing concepts, proficiency in scripting and automation, which is essentially coding, experience with IAC, so like Terraform, Docker, Kubernetes, DevOps stuff, so CI/CD, blah blah blah. On the side of networking, cloud security, problem solving, and then communication. So if we come over to my video here, how to become a cloud engineer, which is a video I've previously on the channel, you can check it out. I basically go through what you'd need to know if you wanted to become a junior. So this here is everything you'd need to do to be a good cloud engineer, but to be a junior, you don't need to know as much. However, you need to know more than just a software engineer. So just to get into software engineering, say, it's like computer architecture, 3-tier architecture, probably good to know that stuff. Networking is good to know, but it's not like a necessity. Same with cybersecurity, kind of, but not really. Cloud, IAC, no. Version control, you normally need to know. DevOps, again, not really. Sysadmin, pretty much not at all. Scripting, yeah, because you know coding. Containerization, maybe. You might be working with containerization, you might not, which is Docker, Kubernetes. And then this, and this. You won't be using these, and these will just score out because obviously be using them for both. However, to become a cloud engineer, you need to know this, and you need to know networking. You need to understand cybersecurity. You need to understand cloud and infrastructure as code. You need to understand version control. It's good to understand a little bit of DevOps. Probably need to know sysadmin. You need to know some scripting. Containerization, maybe, not necessarily at the moment. So like this, you definitely need to know. And then this stuff, containerization, config management, database management, these are all kind of good to knows. Kind of learn them as you go. But this stuff here, you pretty much need to know. And so that's why the entry level is so high on salary. And that's why you might see online where people are like, oh, become a cloud engineer in, whatever, 30 days? Probably not. But like get a software engineering job in 30 days? Maybe. Like if you can dedicate a solid chunk of time, you could become an entry level software engineer. But cloud engineering, it's kind of like a layer up at the entry level at least, because you're working, as you could see from the LinkedIn stuff, the main reasons that it's charges more or it costs more is because you're looking at networking and cybersecurity. These are the big two things that you need to know. Whereas to become a software engineer, not necessarily. Good to know, but not to just get into the field. So I hope that shines a bit of light on why you would get paid more as a cloud engineer. Any more questions from a cloud engineer by trade? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, I'll see you later. Take care.